out Timbo Slice, man. MCOD. It get cold like Minnesota. Free my homie Sosa. Leaned out like cola. Trap phone beat with a roller. Off that anchor frozen. Guess I'm steady touching. Purple drink, I'm going. Mayo pocket boring. Off the lid, I'm snoring. Flexing and raw flooring. Trying to come forward. Like the sun, I'm glowing. No 2K, I'm stolen. Bitch, my shooter up it that he blowing. Sands, those and bitches flow the coldest. Off the molly rolling. Smoking on the potent. Off the drain heavy. Moving in slow motion. Backwoods stuffing hot box. Bake like I'm in the oven for. That's your favorite rapper. Do it like it's nothing. Fucking thotties never come from my kid. Show no love. Sipping on some more. Bitch, I'm geeked up off the drugs. Timbo throwing slugs. Hitting 100-band drugs. Bring your passions on my nuts. Gucci on my drawers. OG's in the jar. Bitch, I'm getting tall. Not all in the bitch, I'm getting balls. And I'm smoking earth. Man, I'm geeked up like a nerd. You know it's MCOD. Family first. This shit on some.
We live. We live.
We live.
We live. All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? Hello, and welcome to Turtleboy Live, broadcasting you live from Uncle Turtleboy's garage. We also have up in the Merrimack Valley with us tonight, Merrimack Valley Turtle Bay. How you doing?
Sup, bitches?
And of course, as always, our official co-host, Bret the Killer Killoran. How you doing, Bret?
Good. How's it going, everyone?
Can't complain, brother. Can't complain. So, welcome, Turtle Riders, to the show. I understand, obviously, it's harder with these pages without Clarence Woods Emerson. He won't be back for 3 more weeks. Phil Prentice will be back next week. He's got a larger following, so we'll be broadcasting from there next week. But it looks like people are starting to stream in now. All right, I'm seeing 66 and climbing. It's climbing every second. That's great. So what we need you guys to do, or ask you to do, is if you wouldn't mind just sharing this link to the show on your Facebook page so all your friends see it. Like the page, like the show as much as you can, comment it on as much as you can. When you do that, the interactions go up. Everybody's a winner. All right? So we really appreciate that. If Secretary Turtle's with us right now, if you wouldn't mind sharing this to our Facebook page, or if Manchester Turtlet's out there too, she can do that as well, or Bristol, or anybody really has access to the page, feel free to do that. All right, let people on the TurtleBoySports returns page know where to find us exactly. I understand there's a lot going on tonight, right? Believe me, I don't want to step away from these games either, right? Notre Dame football, obviously, we're all very concerned about that. Just kidding, right? Want to get back to that, but obviously the Red Sox are playing right now. But David Price pitched tonight, so we all know what happens when that happens, right? Bret, are you a Red Sox fan?
Only during this time of year. I'm not going to front and say I'm a big baseball guy, but during this time of year, yeah.
But you understand the general idea of what happens whenever David Price pitches in the playoffs, right?
We lose.
Yeah, bad things happen. Okay, not good.
Yeah.
Not good. It's already the second inning he gets fucking pulled. All right, he's a chump. I wish I was there to boo him right now. So we're going to try to keep the show to an hour tonight because I know a lot of people like to fight. Bret, don't you like the fights?
Yeah. Well, I didn't pull the trigger on the, what is it, $90 to watch fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah. $90 fucking dollars.
Who's
Whatever
gonna win
the
that?
fuck it is, something like that, between 60 and 100 to watch fucking 4 decent fights out of 12.
Who's supposed to win that fight tonight?
Huh?
Who's supposed to win that fight anyway?
It depends on who you ask. All the fucking Irish nut draggers think McGregor's gonna. Me personally, knowing 26-0, Khabib is a fucking monster. So it ends, I'll say it now, it either ends with McGregor knocking him out as he goes in, or Khabib laying on top of McGregor and pounding him into the fucking mat.
Oh, it's in
McGregor and Henry Rollins, please just fight already.
Who?
No,
Rollins?
Henry is like 90.
I know, no shit.
Yeah. Well, all right. So here's what we want Turtle Rise to do. How we like to start off every show is with a little roll call. Let us know where you repping in the comments. All right. Let us know where you repping. Where are you watching Turtle Boy Live from tonight? Go ahead. Let us know, folks.
Orleans, Duxbury.
Shasta.
Chester's in the house. Orleans, Duxbury, Chester, New Hampshire. All right.
Uh-oh.
Where else we coming in from?
New Braintree, Marshfield, Milford, Quincy Point, Ipswich, Wilmington,
Somerville.
Spencer.
Spencer, all the finest places. Hey, Somerville Turtle Factor on a successful. Why didn't you cover this?
Oh, Intercity. Fuck you, Sydney.
Who's Jim Doyle? Hey, Somerville Turtle Factor on the street. Successful cemetery vandal arraigned. Why didn't you cover this? We covered that a billion times. What are you talking about? Oh, we got some Wilmingtons in the house. Abington.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see where else. Deluxeberry. Beverly, Stratton, Weymouth, Hillsborough, New Hampshire. All right, now they're starting to come in. Worcester's in the house. Britain's in the house, obviously. I love man, she stays up fucking late for the show. You got to respect that. Enfield, Connecticut's in the house. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Another Wilmington's in the house. Saugus dogs know how to play. Salem's in the house. Kansas City, is she here? Yeah, there she is.
Yep.
All right, so we do tape every show. We upload to the podcast afterwards. By the way, this episode of Turtle Boy Live is brought to you by our good friends over at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. They can be found at gdplus.com. All right, we can't say enough good things about them. If you're still opening your garage door manually, like you get out of the car like you're like you're fucking Fred Flintstone, and you go to open the garage like a savage, what the hell's wrong with you? All right, call our good friends up at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. They'll come over in one day. They will install an entire system, so you get to come home, you press a freaking button, and the garage door goes up like a normal person. All right, give them a call. They'll change your life forever. Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. All right, so let's get this party started, people. First thing up on the agenda we got to talk about tonight. Let's get this agenda up here. We have interviews with bums about Kavanaugh. So Kavanaugh, yeah, Kavanaugh is the big story of the week, obviously. And as you guys can see today, it's like a freaking social justice warrior nightmare came to an end today. Put them out of their misery for the rest of his life. Bret Kavanaugh will be on the Supreme Court, and rightfully so. I don't care if you like that. I don't care if it offends you. Actually, I kind of want to hear what Merrimack Valley Turtle Bay's opinion on this as a woman. What'd you think of all this? I've never asked you about this.
Hold on, say that again. What do you? I'm sorry.
As the female on the panel tonight, what did you think of Kavanaugh? This whole debacle.
You know, I was just talking about this before we came on live, and you know, because I'm a chick, I think people have certain expectations and automatically assume my position.
Yep.
Do I think Kavanaugh is like a overly aggressive douchebag buffoon? Yeah. Do I think he has the manners of a temper tantrum throwing 3-year-old? Yeah. But does that make him a sexual predator? No. I can't have an opinion because everything hasn't been, you know, come full circle.
Yep.
So, you know, common sense.
Yeah.
And I do have to say that I love that people are like, why would she lie? Why would she lie? Oh. This isn't like your normal run-of-the-mill rape allegations. These are politicians that have numerous reasons to lie for, you know.
Well, she has a great reason to lie. Like fucking the $1 million GoFundMe, maybe? I don't know.
That's what I was just going to say. How much did that GoFundMe get up
$1 million bucks? Yeah. The book deal that's going to come after this. Yeah. The lack of consequences.
But do you understand what I'm saying, though? This isn't everyday people. This isn't like, you know, you went and got a rape kit at the hospital, or even if it was fucking 80 years later. I'm not saying that makes someone's allegations invalid, but these are not your everyday Joe Schmo people. Yeah. There's a lot at stake.
Well, don't you think that would be more reason for, like, so she's scared? Isn't that the whole point they're saying, though? Is that, like, that's a reason for her not to come forward? I'm confused.
Yeah, you know, I just, I can't. I feel like people have this enormous amount of indignation on both sides. Yeah. Everyone's, I'm right and you're wrong, and it's ridiculous.
Well, let's check out with this.
That's one of the things. Wait, but real quick, that's one of the things that All right, say you live in a shit neighborhood, right? You live in Maine South. You go up there to the vet.
That's what an alley. Every area is a shit neighborhood.
All right. So, and one day someone comes up to you and goes, "Hey, so-and-so's a rat." Now, that rat label is going to follow him around that neighborhood the rest of his fucking life.
And if he is a rat, good. I hope you get your fucking teeth kicked in. But I can't tell you, I can't say 100% without a doubt that you're a rat if there's nothing to back it up. In any situation.
Exactly. But if you say at another man, you make that accusation, rapist, or sexual, that doesn't fucking wash off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And you have no proof. You can't remember dick about it except the fact that you're saying that this man did something.
Yep. Oh, and let me tell you, Bret. Let me tell you. I understood his anger, right? Like when he was up there. Because guess what? I've been falsely accused of fucking shit too. Not rape or anything like that. But like, let's not forget how how Turtleboy became a thing. Okay? Let's not forget what happened fucking 4 years ago and the fucking bullshit, right, that was put out about TurtleBoySports, right? Somebody fucking put it on the internet, so it must be fucking true, right? Somebody with no fucking credibility comes forward, just fucking says it. Oh, it's fucking true. Rapist, sexual harassment, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I kind of identified with Kavanaugh, because I'm like, it's so fucking easy and so fucking simple. And I'm so fucking happy he won, because it was a big fuck you to all these people that don't believe in due process and innocence until proven guilty. Like, fuck yourself. And I fucking loved it.
I think it's hilarious that we live in this society now that if you are in the middle, if you are not biased on either side, you're an asshole. It's like, it's all or nothing.
Yes.
On both sides. Like, I hate the side thing. It's like, I'm going to hang out in the middle and use my fucking brain.
Yeah.
You guys can act like dicks.
Yeah, to me, the middle was like innocence until proven guilty. That used to be the middle. You know what I mean? Like, let's not support this guy because he's a conservative. Like, let's be like, yo, if there's no proof, you must acquit. I mean, to me, that's the middle. Right? If you're going to go the other way, it's like, yo, believe women. She has a vagina, so we have to fucking believe her. Let's check out with this guy. So we went down to Maine South, right, to Clark. We interviewed a bunch of Clark hippies. They all thought, he's the worst. He can't be on there.
What do you think? Like, ain't got shit, must acquit.
Yeah. Let's listen to what Slippery Jim has to say here. You got to hear this interview.
I love him.
Yeah.
All right, so we're over here on Main Street in Worcester, near Clark University, talking to some guys on the street here. I want to know what you guys thought of Judge Kavanaugh, that situation. What you guys think? Jim.
Okay, guys, stop right there. What'd you guys think of the Judge Kavanaugh situation? Jim. Can I just rewind that? Can I rewind that? It starts off so great.
All right, so we're over here on Main Street in Worcester, near Clark University, talking to some guys on the street here. I want to know what you guys thought of Judge Kavanaugh, that situation. What you guys think? Jim.
Sorry. If I the one that can't stop fucking laughing every time I hear that. Anyway.
I love Wife-Beater McGee just sitting there doing nothing.
He wanted nothing to do with this interview. I came up to them. I went up to them and I was like asking them if they do it. The first guy's like, no, fuck no. And then this guy, Jim, didn't hear it. And he's like, what's he talking about? And he started telling him, he's asking about he's asking about the judge. And then he's like, oh, let me tell you. I'm like, okay, you're the perfect interview. We're going to talk to you. Let's see what he has to say here.
Jim? Okay, what did you think of the Judge Kavanaugh thing? You think he should
not guilty?
Not guilty? How come?
Why would the woman wait 30 years to come out?
35 years. Yeah.
35 years.
Yeah, 35.
All of a sudden, she smells money. That's all.
Think it's about money?
And she's trying to ruin his career.
Think so? Okay.
I know so.
All right. So let me ask you something. How many Supreme Court justices can you name? Current Supreme Court justices.
How many? Not too many right now.
Yeah.
There's not that many in the news.
Howie Carr is one. Howie Carr. Judge Carr.
Oh, yeah.
He's one. Turtle Master is another, I think. A couple others. But Clarence Woods Emerson, I think, is a judge.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say not entirely
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But, yeah.
He's like, yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. But so the whole purpose of asking that question is, there's all this fucking, everybody's all worried about, well, Supreme Court, Bret Kavanaugh's going to be on, the world's going to end. Do you even fucking know who's on the Supreme? Does anybody even fucking pay attention?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I need to hang out with Slippery Jim and throw some back at the Hotel Vernon because I don't know any.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna quiz both of you right now. Can you?
No, I don't fucking know.
I only know two.
You couldn't name any Merrimack. Zero. Zero.
What's that broad?
Oh, what's that, broad? That is so sexy.
Whatever.
Well, let me hear, Brett. How many can you do? How many can you get?
2. Ginsburg and Kavanaugh. That's it.
Well, besides
Yeah,
Kavanaugh.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg,
so-
that's her name.
So Kavanaugh.
Oh,
So
glad I figured it out for you.
Ginsburg
Yeah, well,
was.
it's been a long day. Fuck you, Brett.
You really couldn't get any others. You couldn't get any others. You couldn't get Gorsuch, the guy that just got on.
No, because I'm half in the bag.
Yeah. Well, we asked all these people. Nobody could get more than 2 or 3. Like, it was insane. I think the final tally was, like, we asked 8 people. 4 of them got Clarence Thomas, 4 got Ginsburg, and 4 got Gorsuch. And the rest all had 0. Like, they couldn't fucking name any of them. Like, it's like nobody fucking heard of any of these people, which kind of proved the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I'm a dick. I don't know.
Jim!
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, one more time. One more time.
Jim's one of them, right?
One more time.
I believe so.
All right, so we're over here on Main Street in
One more
Worcester,
time.
near Clark University, talking to some guys on the street here. I want to know what you guys thought of Judge Kavanaugh, that situation. What you guys think?
Jim.
Jim?
Okay. That's enough of that. Jim. All right. That was just the greatest thing. Jim. All right. So anyway, Jim is the man. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Jim's probably fucking half in a bag somewhere in the hotel Vernon. Huh? All
I
right.
want to
So
have a drink with you.
let's talk about, speaking of victories, Kavanaugh was a victory. Another victory was Turtleboy defeating Gaffney in court. All right. Which was probably the sweetest victory we've ever had in the history of Turtleboy. So, for those of you unfamiliar with his douche canoe, Michael Gaffney used to be an ally of the blog. All right, we used to support him unconditionally when he was running. He was the vice chairman of the Worcester City Council. We almost got elected mayor. He knows goddamn well he wasn't going to be shit without us. And, which is fine. We liked his politics. He supported the blog. It was a nice little relationship we had. Then towards the end, he started making these weird Cheers videos. And it was just fucking weird. He would make drinks and talk about, they're all gone now. He took them down because they're embarrassing. But he used to, make drinks and talk about, basically shit on his political opponents. And he's just not, it was awkward. The whole thing was awkward. That's the best way I can describe it. Right. And then he started he dropped out of the election a month before the fucking election. All right. And he said he was moving to Florida. That's what he told us. He said he's moving to Florida. But publicly he's like, well, we're going to move on to bigger opportunities, whatever. So he drops out. And then a week later, he had urged people not to vote for him. But then he got mad because of some flyer that was going on that the Democrats sent out. That he said, it had a quote from him that said literally his exact words, right? These are his exact words. It was, let me read it to you. Therefore, we have made the decision to withdraw our respective campaigns. It's our understanding our names will remain on the ballot, but we cannot fulfill the obligations. It would not be prudent to cast a vote for either of us. So he's saying, don't vote for me. The Democrats send this out. He's like, yo, don't vote for me. All right. And on the other side, they're like, yo, vote for these people. Now, let me ask you guys, when you see this flyer, is there anything shady about that flyer? Anything?
No. I remember when all this happened. That's like me misinterpreting the Shaw's flyer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these motherfuckers better not be saying hamburgers $1.49.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But wait, yesterday I said hamburgers $1.49.
Yeah.
Shaw's flyer comes out. Hamburgers $1.49. These motherfuckers are against me.
Yeah.
Wait, motherfucker, it's Shaw.
Yeah. Well, this is what he writes. He goes, if anyone has a copy of this mailer from the Democratic City Committee that was sent out telling people I'm not running, please send a picture. It is hilarious that they are in such a panic that I might win without running and are spending money on mailing. So he thinks that they are fucking saying, this is what he honestly thinks, that he's saying that they're saying that he is supporting these people because his quote is on the other side. So he thinks they're saying that, yo, I'm endorsing these people. These people are his worst enemies, right? For those of you unfamiliar with Worcester politics, he would never endorse these people. Everybody knows that, but he fucking plays the victim. And after that, we were like, dude, you've already dropped out of the election. Now you're fucking urging people to vote for you and you're fucking weird. And so Shell Shocker wrote a blog, right, in which he said, don't vote for Mike Gaffney, right? Now, I don't write all the blogs, all right? I just want to make this very clear. I run the show here, right? I don't write all the you're fucking high if you think I'm writing all this content on this site. You're high, all right? Obviously, we have bloggers that do this, right? And Clarence Woods Emerson is a shared account, right? I've given access to so many people, Clarence Woods Emerson, right? Anyway, Gaffney fucking, so we write this blog, right? And how does he respond? He sues me and he sues the fucking 2 companies I own. All right. And this has been going on now for 10 freaking months. 10 months, people. 10 months. All right. And the judge never even read any of this shit. There's no way. I have fucking boxes and boxes and boxes of discovery and bullshit in my house. It's been non-fucking stop. And Margaret Melican, our lawyer, is a saint. She's been doing all of this shit for free. All right. We thought we.
Yeah, Melican's a real fucking, she's a real bitch.
Yeah, she is.
I love her.
This is this motherfucker right here. Just listen to his voice. It makes me want to kill myself, right? Let me get to the good part. 1844.
Well, but you know, he like went down this weird path. Like, he got weirder and weirder. But I didn't realize, like, as of late, like I said, he looks like the front man for a Nickelback cover band, which explains everything.
He really does. Listen to this guy.
You know, and even just a couple months ago, we were still definitely in it, and definitely, you know, planning on continuing to run. And we could have not said anything, let election day come and go. We both potentially, I mean, Michael, I have no doubt Michael was going to retain his seat.
Oh, Michael was going to win, yeah.
Second last time, there's no way you're going to knock him off.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting reading that.
Yeah.
Somehow there was a poll. I won't disclose the candidate that was crying on Sunday night, but he was
I know, they really are just fucking terrible. Like, they're so fucking full of themselves. Like, first of all, he got last place. He got last fucking place. And now Brett's hungry. We're gonna get to Brett's part in a minute. All right, but like, he got last. He was on the ballot and he got last place. And so Shell Shocker writes this blog about how, like, in their opinion, he dropped out because he knew he was going to lose. Okay, and how does Gaffney respond? By suing us for libel, because he's saying, for a number of things. Like, one thing he said was that we said that Cheers videos sucked, but other people said they were good, therefore it's libel. He also said that, you know, Shell Shocker said that he dropped out because he was going to lose, but that's not why. Like, insane, stupid bullshit, right? It was all opinion, and we knew it was, but the judge never read any of this. The judge wanted to make it away. I've been in court with this guy too many times. He throws his arms up in the air. The whole courtroom has to be cleared in Uxbridge. It's a fucking show. It was crazy. And then the deposition came. How many of you people in the comments right now read the deposition? I want to know that. And did you two, Merrimack and Bret, did you guys read this deposition?
Of course I did.
Yeah. What did you think?
It's the amount of people have said it, and someone wanted to make a drinking game out of the deposition, and their idea was take a shot every time Milk Dud asks, well, did you write the blog? Why did you let the blog be published?
Yeah.
You would be alcohol poisoned dead by page 3 if you played that fucking game.
Yeah.
You'd be Slippery Jim in a second.
Dude, yeah. But no, Slippery Jim would die playing that game.
I know. So this guy, right? Like, this is what he shows up to the deposition with, like, suitcases full of shit, color coded. Like, this took hours of my life every fucking time I had to meet with this asshole. All right, and all because he's butthurt. He's butthurt that we did not endorse him in an election that he dropped out of. He asked me a million times, "Did you write this blog? Did you?" No, I didn't write this freaking blog. No, I told you the first 500 times I didn't write this blog. What's the purpose of this blog? Well, I would assume the purpose of this blog is free fucking speech. That's they want to give an opinion, and that's their fucking opinion. As if you need a fucking reason to say that you don't like Mike Gaffney, as if you need a fucking reason for that. And some of the shit he asked me, like, he's like, "What is this? Why does it say ha 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 loser?" And I'm like, "Oh, you did lose, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah." You're a loser.
Why did you call me a loser? Because losers lose.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah,
All I can picture is him like sliding a paper across the table, being like, "Look at this."
over and over again, like over and over, like I'd like you to look at section blah blah blah, like, and then he'd ask me one time he was so rude to Margaret. He called Margaret like he
said she needed a hearing aid.
Yeah, he was yelling at her like, "Ma'am, like blah blah blah," and that was the best part when he was like, he goes, "Ma'am, I think you need a hearing aid if you can't hear me," and I couldn't help myself. I'm just like, "Oh, you dick." I said it kind of under my breath, like, "Oh, you dick." But the machine picked it up, obviously, because it was transcribed, and he's like, "What did you say?" I'm like, What'd I say? I pulled one of those. What'd I say? He goes, "Did you call me a dick?" I'm like, "I did? I don't know. You're denying it, blah, blah, blah." It was just like, I don't know if you guys seen the episode of The Office deposition. This was like that on steroids. It was the funniest shit. And it was so satisfying because I got to tell him to his face so many times what a neurotic loser he was. The second one was even crazier. The second time we met, it was him taking with messages of Clarence Woods Emerson, messages he had with Clarence Woods Emerson, asking me, is this you? I don't fucking know, Mike. Do I have access to the Clarence account? Of course I do. But so do a lot of other people.
But wait, you have to point out, everything he brought up was a printed page. Like, here's a printed page of PM.
Yep.
Here's a printed page of a blog comment.
Yep.
He showed up with 8 redwood trees worth of fucking paper.
Not even kidding.
That he fucking printed out over this.
Not even kidding, man.
That by itself is insanity.
That
in
is.
my
He
opinion.
murdered it to Korea to look like a cunt.
You literally killed Indonesia cutting all these trees down, you fucking milk dud piece of shit.
He asked me, he goes, what'd I say to him? Like, in one of the blogs, he's like, it says that he's crazy. Do you agree with that? I'm like, well, I didn't write that, but look at all the papers you have here, dude. Look at like you flew up from Dallas for this shit. Like, this is kind of crazy behavior. Don't you think, man? A little bit. Like, he honestly thought this was like a real fucking lawsuit. Like,
And brought up one of the better ones. Why was the blog published?
Yeah, no.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
They get published.
Yeah, because that's what fucking happens to them. Yeah. At one point, his fucking hands were shaking, and like Margaret was like, "Do you need to like calm down, Mr. Gaffney? Like your hands are shaking." He's like, "You need to calm down, miss." Like, whoa, chill out, son.
She's like, "You guys put all my color-coded styles out of order."
Yeah.
All right. So everyone in the comments is wondering.
Yeah.
So did you write the blog?
No, I did not write the blog. I'm not even fucking lying. I'm not gonna fucking. You think I'm not gonna commit perjury, man? Believe me. Put it this way. This is what I did. This is what I did admit to him several times. I did admit this to him. I said, "Look." I go. Here's what I admit. I have the opportunity when you sue me to look over the blog and edit it or delete it if I see something that is libelous on there. Like if you sue the blog and I own the company, right? Well, guess what? I'm going to take it down, right? If it's something that can get us in trouble. I saw your fucking complaint. I reviewed it and I determined that there's nothing wrong with it. So I stand by this blog. Okay. So I might as well, like, as for all intents and purposes, fuck it. If you want to say I wrote it, that makes you feel better, go for it. But I stand by it 1010%. And I will not be silenced simply because you filed some stupid fucking lawsuit over it. Okay? So there you go. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, the really crazy part was the mistress. We got to talk about the mistress here. So this woman.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, this one. I'm going to let Bret do most of the talking on this, but I'm just going to give you the background. So this mistress, right, has been messaging Clarence, which once again is a shared account for a long time now. She's a teacher at Doherty High School and was Michael's Gaffney's like kind of fuck buddy, right? And I had no idea that they were even a thing, but she really wanted us to know she was a thing, and she kind of hinted at it for a long time. And I thought Michael was happily married with Corrine, so I'm like, it was kind of like when I found out, I'm like, well, that's disappointing. I kind of look at him differently after that, right? But anyway, she's like, no, he's in love with me now, and we're a thing. And Bret helped her move out of the fucking house. And that's where Bret's going to come in a minute, right? With that fucking lie. And next thing you know, right, we write a blog about her because she goes fucking nuts, right? I think Shell Shocker did it again, or SJW or one of them. They write a fucking blog. Oh, no, South Shore Turtlegirl wrote a blog about it. That's who it was. And, you know, kind of like makes fun of it, right? And next thing you know, I'm being summoned to court again for fucking, she's taking out a harassment order against me. So I show up to court, and it's her, and she's like, I'm going to bring my lawyer and all this shit. Her lawyer is fucking Gaffney. Of course it's fucking Gaffney. Yeah. Gaffney, by the way, went back to his wife, who's like, and so here he is in court with the woman he cheated on his wife with. Like, this is what we're fucking dealing with, right? And we get the date pushed off for 2 more weeks, and finally I get there, and she's got a real lawyer this time that she hired that day. Her lawyer comes up to me and my lawyer and is like, what are we doing here? Like, we can't win this. This is not a harassment order. She contacted you. He goes, have you ever called this woman on the phone? I go, no. Have you ever emailed her? No. Have you ever messaged her on Facebook? No. Have you ever seen her in person? No, this is the first fucking time I've ever seen this chick in person. Why am I here right now? And he's like, I can't get anything. And so he basically got, no, it didn't get taken down, Nick. It's still there. Well, we took it down when the harassment order shit was going on, the blog about her. Put it right back up after.
It's back. Fucking right.
Yeah, because basically she worked out a deal with me in which we both signed an agreement that we will not, no one from Turtleboy will blog about her in the future, and the case is dismissed, right? Because who is she? I don't give a fuck about blogging about this chick anymore, right? But the other one stays up, and it was dismissed with prejudice, meaning she cannot bring it up ever again. She's fucking psycho, all right? And so the whole thing gets dismissed, and then guess what? 2 weeks later, at another court date, who shows up to court with Mike? The mistress and the wife. Both of them show up. All 3 of them are sitting together in court. The mistress, and the freaking wife. That's the devil's triangle right there. I know. That is, Jesus Christ. They were boofing and ralphing all night long. All right. So, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so that's all that. And then Bret got into it with the mistress. Take it from here, Bret.
Well, all right. So back then, when this first started, like literally a fucking year ago, or almost a year ago, during what's her name, Jessica Collins.
Collins, yeah.
During her infantile threats at Punk, she's like, "Well, Bret helped Corrine move out of the house, and Bret did this, and Bret did that. Bret. And so when the lawsuit got ended, I took it upon myself, as I normally do, to PM one or more of the people in said blog. So I PM'd her. I said, "Hi, pig," and fucking posted the blog.
Yeah.
She responds with telling me that I'm stupid, thinking the protection wore off because on the blog I said, now the side slut doesn't have any protection. She's going to need a therapist by the time I'm done. Now that's me responding myself, and she keeps saying you're an employee and this and that. For the record, I've said this 100 fucking times, man. I am not an employee of TurtleBoySports. I am a fan that happens to co-host the live show. I like running my fucking mouth. I like getting you mad at the things that come out of my fucking mouth. That's joy to me. That's fun.
Yes.
And so that little fucking slut decides to tell me the Attorney General, the police. Remember, I showed you the thing. The FBI is looking into this claim.
Yep.
So you're telling me
the FBI should
fuck Kavanaugh, fuck this, fuck that. The FBI is looking into if TurtleBoySports and Bret are talking bad about you on Facebook.
She's not. You're not kidding, Bret. Like, I saw the messages. Bret showed me the messages.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're that insane.
Yes. That insane. And
she teaches children with them.
Yep.
Let that fucking sink in.
That's crazy.
She's teaching your kids.
Yes. Like, imagine having her as a teacher. Like, you're messaging. She honestly, I'm not even kidding you. She messages, ha, 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 ha. Wait till you see what the FBI and the Attorney General are building and all this shit. It's like,
7 judges.
Yeah, like 7. Yeah, she goes, I ran it by 7 judges and cops, and we have a legit lawsuit and like all the shit to fucking Bret. Like, why this woman wants to dance with the devil, right? Like Bret Killoran in Turtleboy, and you're a fucking public school teacher. What are you thinking, girl? Like, what is wrong with you? You know?
I mean, she's a huge slut. She's a teacher. She's going going to be like the next Amber Jennings on crack.
Oh yeah.
So now this is a whole different issue. Now, all right. So you're a side piece. Those side pieces have the common decency to keep their counselor suckers shut. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't bring up the fact that, hey, I'm where he's dropping his unwanted loads off. You don't make that a public thing. I remember when she first started messaging the page and Clarence page and all that. Oh, I love you too. Oops, that wasn't meant for you.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of that. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that's exactly what she did. She was like, she wanted me to be like, yo, who is that supposed to be towards? And the answer, of course, is Gaffney. Like, she was trying to like passive aggressively be like, yo, I'm banging Gaffney without like straight up telling us. You know what I mean?
It's funny because someone commented earlier, like, I almost feel bad for Kareen. It's like, don't feel bad for her. She knows what she signed up for.
She's
She's still like jiggling his balls, so fuck her too.
Yeah, fuck. I agree 1,000%.
So she also fucking doing the, oh no, did I say too much? And
Yeah.
And then she has the fucking balls to say, well, Corrine doesn't matter. I matter.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what are you talking about? Or whoever had the Clarence account, like, what are you talking about? I'm fucking so lost here because you've been rambling like an idiot. And that literally went on for 2 fucking days minimum.
Yeah.
Random text at 2 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. Broad's dead drunk constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, had a horrible day. The kids even noticed.
Yeah.
She's at school,
Yeah.
hungover, thinking about the married guy she's fucking.
Yeah.
And the kids in her class suffered that day.
Oh yeah. Kids in our class are
Because of
suffering.
How isn't that something that everyone's mad about?
Yeah, Brett, you know what?
You know what I mean?
Students messaged us and they were like, this woman, this teacher, she got pulled out of the classroom for being drunk in school. This is what kids have told us. She posted pictures, right, of fucking flowers that she got from Gaffney on Valentine's Day that were sent to Doherty High School, right? And then Kareen saw that, called Mike up, complained about it, and so Mike sent flowers to Kareen. Right, and then Kareen posted the flowers. This is the kind of devil's triangle we're in here, people. This is crazy.
I wonder if he wrote the same note on both cards. He's like, hey, remember those flowers I sent yesterday? Could you just copy and paste that message to my wife?
I mean, when are they going to move to Utah and just go for the polygamous life? I mean, I got to be honest. As much as I can't stand Gaffney, that was a pimp move, walking into court with like his side hoe and his main hoe. I mean, you got to give him that, right?
No, yeah, it was a pimp move, but it was a power move.
It was.
It showed the fucking side whore. You'll fucking sit with my wife and you'll fucking like it.
Do you think Kareen and the side piece are going to hold hands when they go visit his Turtleboy gravestone?
I know.
No, because she might have gluten on her hands.
Yeah. Oh, good God. So,
No. All right. So I used to feel bad for Kareem because now back in the day when Busgate first happened and all this other shit, right? Just like the total come clean shit, especially so that Collins cunt can't use this against me later. But back in the day, me being me, I'd show up on Turtleboy, blah, 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 talking my fucking stupid shit, making up swears. Mike reached out to me. And he's like, hey, heard you've been struggling a bit. When's the next time you're going to be in Worcester? I was living, I think, in Royalston at the time. And I'm like, well, I'm going next weekend to hang out with my buddy who's getting a heart transplant. Why? Oh, could you stop by the office? I stopped by his office, that shitty place near
Belmont.
Regatta.
Oh, yeah. Belmont Street, yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And so I stopped there and he's like, hey, we wanted to give you this. And literally does a Sopranos white envelope.
Oh, God.
$200 in it.
He wants to be your friend.
And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
huh?
He was paying you to be his friend.
Well, I didn't look at it like that until later.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, you ain't gonna do this, man. I'm not that motherfucker. You know, no, fuck that.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, we want you to have this, have a good Christmas, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward 6 months. Hey, Brett, I'm moving out of that big house he had across from Holy Cross Stadium, like up the hill, whatever fucking neighborhood that was.
Oh, yeah. I forget what it is.
And so, hey, I'm moving. If you'll help me, I'll pay you. I'm like, of course I'll help. Fucking, that's a job, basically. Yeah, I'm with it. shit that they can't keep. Has to spend 20 minutes showing me the Alfa Romeo in the garage, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at Miami Vice now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I wear a t-shirt and a sports coat.
I know. I could honestly, I could do a whole I could do a whole show about this guy, but I think it's time to move on. Unless you got anything to add. We did call him Jenny.
No, it's just you can't. What? Oh,
Brett, I have a question.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Did you spend the entire $2 at Regatta Deli? Because I would have.
No, I spent $3.50 so I can get pickles and extra cream cheese.
I'll give you extra.
Yeah.
I'll give you pickles and cream cheese. All right. Yeah, let's
do a pickle.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? The next one's this story out of Weymouth that's made national headlines. People have been bugging us about this story for a while. There's this kid, this Help Us Save Mikey campaign, right? And these people are messaging me right now, actually, on the TB Rider page, and they're saying that this guy Mikey Cedeno or Cadeno, however pronounce it, he moves to Illinois, right? Gets this chick pregnant. They have a kid named Michael, and he's like, I took her, she's abusive. She's selling meth. So I got him out of there and went to Weymouth. And now the judge in Illinois has ruled that she gets custody, and now he has to be returned. So he ends up refusing to go to Illinois, and now he's in jail for 6 months because he refused. And the child was taken away the other day in this dramatic video, right? By the way, there's been a shitload of GoFundMes for this. They've raised a lot of money, like 20 fucking grand or something like that, at least. And you got to watch this video of this, because this is all people saw. This video went viral. Watch this.
What? Guess what? I love you so much. You know that? No.
Oh, I have to watch it again.
So it's all fake.
No, I looked away.
I'm not sad about this at all. I'm heartless. Watch this. I'm going to talk to you.
So, guess
No.
Do you see? I know, but do you see these good men?
Brian.
Do you see them?
You get the point, right? Here's what I fucking hate about Here's what I hate about this so much. I fucking hate about it. And it formed my opinion about it immediately. Bristol Chick is the one that wrote about this, and I completely agree with her. As soon as I saw this video, I'm like, fuck the people that made this video and put it on the internet for exploiting this child's grief. Okay. And I'd like to say this. Yesterday, my daughter, right, was at my mother-in-law's house with my wife, right? And I wanted to say goodnight to her by doing like a FaceTime thing. And this happens all the time now, right? Because she's 4. And so I FaceTime them, and I'm like, hey, I just want to say goodnight, right? And she runs away, right? And she's like, no, and runs away, right? Now, if you were to show that to someone, you could be like, oh, this girl hates her dad. She doesn't want to see her dad. It's like, no, she's just fucking 4. That's what they do, all right? It's like, I saw her today. We're fine. We're cool. We love each other. All right, but like that's what they do. This kid hasn't seen his mother. He was basically kidnapped to Weymouth. All right, and he has no right to like take him and just like live like that. All right, the mother, granted, the mother's got issues. Do you guys see the mother's background? Like she's legitimately tied to selling meth, right? But
I wanted to ask, were they actually legally married?
I don't know if they were legally married. To be honest, I don't think.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's one of those details that whatever. Right, but she actually,
Yeah, at this point,
But this guy's been arrested before a billion times too. Like he's been addicted to drugs. He's got his own set of Google trophies. He's no freaking saint either. And I just didn't trust the kind of person that would put their. What'd you guys think? What did people think of that video? Like, did you? Go ahead.
No, that's the point that people are saying, and my point that. So during a time like this, your first thought is, let me get this phone out and video this.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's what bugs me the most.
Yep.
Like wait, man, if this is going on, the last thing I'm thinking about is videoing it.
Yep.
I think it's peculiar to me because most courthouses. I mean, I go to Lawrence Superior Court all the time for stuff, so it's like not even allowed to have phones in there. So I think that it's odd that they're in a courthouse with a cell phone, and that's not the fucking time.
Oh.
If you are whipping your camera out to record that, it's for your own personal gain or whatever the fuck you're trying to do.
It's for Facebook
Lives. They're both sides, in my opinion, are weaponizing that child.
Yes.
And that's exactly right. And like I said earlier, the only reason I asked if they were married is because, I mean, I don't know how it works down there, but I know in Massachusetts, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a custody or visitation agreement through the courts, no matter what, you can take your child. You can take your child for the weekend and say, I'm not giving them back. And there's nothing the police can do about it.
Really? Yeah.
All right, like Kate Peter said, it was a police station that wasn't in the courthouse.
This police station.
That's
Okay.
Yeah,
But
okay.
just to clarify.
Yeah.
I think.
But people absolutely do use and manipulate their children to gain leverage over the other person, which is insane because
Yes.
what you're doing, if you're going to court, if you like wholeheartedly and earnestly want to do the best by your kid, I don't know, one, leaving the state, maybe she was fucked up, maybe he took the kid, but like you show up for that
Yeah,
shit.
you show up for court. Like that was what boggled me. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, it's
If
like,
you don't, your lack of showing up is your lack of give a fuck.
yeah, and honestly, like they're sending us all this shit about like, yo, there's a conspiracy with the judge and the judges, the girl's well connected.
fuck off
As soon
with
as I
that
start
shit.
hearing that shit, it's like they're like, you should research this guy, and they have counties with DCF and blah blah blah. It's like, first of all, where is the? I keep asking, where's the proof that this kid was abused? Where? His mother was never arrested. There's no pictures. There's nothing. Right? But we're all to believe that this kid was abused because this guy, who has issues himself, is saying is, yeah, no, thank you. I think I'll stick to FACKS, thank you. All right, that's what I like. So I don't know if people agreed.
So wait, wasn't there someone fucking with you all day that wanted to be report abroad or whatever the fuck she is?
Yes.
Or she used to be a reporter or something?
Yes, believe me. Bristol Turtle Chick has a whole thing coming up on this. Because this is going to be open a whole new can of worms. If these people they emailed us and they were like, yo, you didn't get to the truth. You didn't get to the truth. It's like, motherfucker, I don't think you want us to get to the truth. It's not, the truth isn't going to help you, right? If you really.
Oh, then we're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Then we're the fucking bad guy.
Well, you know who the last person to tell us,
Fuck your mother.
Brett, who's the last person to tell us to get our facts straight?
That's the last one
Yeah,
or
the last one.
last big one?
Leah.
I remember Mosaic told us get our facts straight. How's that in?
Leah Genduso told us to get our facts straight. And that's what
And we're a cheat.
And that's what the hell we did. If you tell us to get our facts straight, you best believe they're going to be straightened out with the quickness, baby. So get ready for that. All right, let's go to the next topic. This guy running for state senate in Massachusetts, he's going for Ryan Fatman's. Yeah, there's a guy named Fatman. Get it out of your system now. Who has held that seat for a while, and it's like a lot of these southern Worcester County towns, all the way from Mendon in the east over to Southbridge in the west, all right, along the Connecticut and Rhode Island borders. And, it's a fine district. It is what it is, except for Southbridge. And so this guy, Tom Maroli is his name, is trying to take Fatman's seat. He's the Democrat, right? Now, politics aside, Maroli is found one night, right? We get this not arrest report, but a police log in Southbridge at this park known for drug activity, right? In the middle of the night, the cops get there. He has no excuse, like no reason. It's 1 a.m. They're trespassing, and the cops are like, what are you doing here? And he doesn't have an answer, and he starts making some shit up. And then they go search the park.
I want to know, what park it was in Southbridge?
Yes, it was on West Street. It was West Street Park near the Sturbridge border. All right. And yeah. And so
I know exactly where that is.
it's a big drug park, right? And so the cops patrol it for that reason, and they see some shit going on in there. Now, these two were not doing drugs. They were doing something else, obviously, because they find this chick hiding over here, this spicy little meatball named Kristen O'Clair, right? And we blog about it.
That's a meatball.
Yeah, exactly. We blog about it, and we're like, it's not the end of the world, but if you're gonna
she's a venti taco, Brett.
Yeah, if you're gonna be, getting your swerve on, like, I got no issue with that. maybe 2 adults should like get a motel. Maybe, I don't know, like that in the fucking park, right? So this guy, after it's blogged about, he shows up on our Facebook page, and this is what he writes on our page, and he gets a lot of likes for this. Hello, everyone. I'm embarrassed by the way this is coming out, but I know you have all put your trust in me. I want to reassure you that I have done nothing wrong. On the campaign trail, I met someone who really means a lot to me. It's not complicated other than running for state senator. Kristen and I were hoping to wait until after the election to talk about this, but we took a walk as we always do, and we were talking about life and our future. So this is what he says he's doing in that park. They're going for...
Southbridge at 1 a.m.
I know.
About life or their future in Southbridge at 1 a.m.
Yeah, could you not talk inside the car? Maybe do a little FaceTime situation? I don't know. Like, whatever. So we're like, why would they do this? Right? Well, guess what? Things got really interesting later in the week. Because as it turns out, right, and people got all mad about it, us too, right? Like we did. I'm sorry, if you're running for state senate and you get handcuffed by the police in a town that you're like running in, that's kind of a story, in my opinion, but whatever. So the Southbridge Democratic Town Committee, he is a Democrat, mind you, writes this afterwards. On Tuesday, October 9th, the Democratic Town Committee holds a meeting to discuss rescinding our endorsement for Tom Morelli for ethical reasons. It's like, ooh, that's juicy. Well, it turns out the guy that runs the Democratic City Committee is named Dmitry Kasperson. And guess who his girlfriend is? Did you guys see this? Yeah, the spicy meatball. All right, that's his chick. Not only that, they live together. They live together in Southbridge, and that's why they had to go to the park instead of his house, right? Because and now keep in mind, all 3 of them are Democrats, like loyal Democrats. The guy that's run the party, Dmitry, owns a bar in town, has hosted rallies for this guy, has donated money to his campaign, and he gets repaid by this guy friggin' throwing his sausage, down.
Oh my God! It's like Gaffney 2.0.
It's kind of like that, plus the Bob Bono scandal. It's like juicy sexual politics shit, right? And somebody was saying, I feel for the dude. I mean, do you guys feel bad for him? What do you guys think?
I mean, you could have taken her to the corner pocket, gotten blackout drunk, and bumped in the bathroom like everybody else does in Southbridge.
Dude, be a human being, do the backseat beat up, and drop the cunt off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Fucking throw him in right quick, throw it on the titties, tell her clean up, get out. Drop her off home.
Do we know what bar her boyfriend works?
I do not know, but there can only be so many in Southbridge.
I'm sure it's wicked classy.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. So anyway, I want to does anybody out there think like this was over the line, right, for us to like blog about this? Like, was this newsworthy? I just thought it was hilarious because guess what? A few days later, they post this. They go, the meeting's been canceled. Dude, as a lifelong Democrat who's voted in every, he goes, the deception of me and the Southbridge Democratic County Committee by Tom Morelli, I'm resigning. Tom Morelli has benefited from my contributions of time and money while covering up an ongoing illicit relationship with my partner of 5 years. When they were exposed by Turtleboy, they mischaracterized the innocence of the relationship and the circumstances. So what he's saying is they weren't really taking a midnight walk and talking about life. They were getting their swerve on, right? And he goes, as a lifetime Democrat who's voted in every election I've been able to, I intend to unenroll from the party. Like, this is crazy. We Turtleboy.
Oh no.
We destroyed the Democratic Party in Southbridge, right? First of all, what kind of Democrat are you? I'm sorry. If you're gonna little friggin', a little infidelity, like mess up your politics, like then you didn't really believe that hard to politics to begin with, right? Like, guess you know what? Me and Gaffney, we both agree that Judge Kavanaugh should be on the court. I'm not going to be like, I can't support Gaffney. I can't support Kavanaugh because Gaffney supports Kavanaugh. I'm out of here. It's like, what? No. I can still fucking hate you, but we can like the same politics.
That's because Kavanaugh ain't been trying to sue you for fucking a year.
That's true, too.
To be fair,
No,
You
but
know
you
what
know,
I mean?
no. My point is
Like,
this. My point is
You
this.
can't,
Right?
you can't paint everything with one. All right, so
Yeah.
no, just like you're saying. All right, so my enemy likes one of the same things I like. Therefore, I'm gonna withdraw my support from that thing I like because this piece of shit likes it too.
Yeah. Let's call him up, shall we?
Oh, Gaffney, yeah!
Call this guy up. Hello,
Oh,
sir.
I thought we were calling Gaffney.
Oh no, I already.
Brett's so excited. I'm already disappointed for him.
We tried calling Gaffney. None of these people answer.
For anyone that gives a shit, it's 17,
To 9.
16, Notre Dame,
Oh, they just scored
and
again.
3-1 Yankees.
Motherfucker. Okay. All right. So Virginia Tech. It's 19-9 Notre Dame. It says. Anyway.
Oh, doesn't.
Yeah. Anyway. Maybe I don't know. So anyway, that's that. Let's go on to our next topic here, and that is the Hartford
Notre Dame,
Hood.
Virginia Tech 60.
Oh well. Hartford Hoodbooger, right? This fucking shit. Cut it out. Ads. Stupid ads. Oh, it's ESPN that's doing that. God damn it. Take that off. All right. Oh, the help.
Damn you is.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys know this casino opened up in Springfield, right? That's bad news. Now, I'm normally a pro casino guy and always will be because I like gambling and freedom and all that shit, and I'm against like letting the prudes control the conversation. But when you open up a casino in Springfield, you're just kind of asking for trouble because, like, you know why they built those casinos in like Foxwoods and Mohegan, right?
Because in Connecticut, and they have money and maybe class.
Well, because it's in the middle. They did it there.
Indians.
Because it's in they let the Indians do it because they live in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? And the hood rats aren't gonna go there, right? You open one up in a shithole like Springfield, you're asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they get. Now the thing with you guys go to casinos ever?
I've been a couple times. I'm not a fan.
Not a
Only
fan.
for concerts.
Yeah.
Like I've been
Brett.
like concerts.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, the security in these places, they're independent from like real police. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can like bring you in the back room, rough you up, if you know what I mean. The laws don't really fucking apply in casinos, right? And so all of a sudden this motherfucker shows up. Anthony Coleman, aka Real Starbucks, right? And he's, as you can see, a rapper, right? Things are going great for him. He's straight out of Hartford. That's another thing. Springfield's too close to Hartford.
Dropping his most recent album out of the basement.
I mean, I'm sorry.
That is fucking Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it really is Beetlejuice. It's like this motherfucker. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, are these rappers that unoriginal? It's like, yo, let me guess. You're rapping about money, cash, and hoes. Oh, man, that's so fucking original. I never saw that one coming. Like, seriously, like, do we really need another money, cash, hose guy? You know, give me a break. Anyway.
No, yeah.
There he is.
90s rap.
Everything about this motherfucker is hood right. And, like, check out his fucking – this is his song called Side Bitch. Side Bitch. That's the name of the fucking song.
Oh. That's solid.
I said the theme of the night is side bitches.
Doesn't this sounds like McGruff, the crime dog, being raped.
She excited, she calling out for me. That's my side bitch. She down to blow it. She really riding. She roll up my weed while I'm diving. I told her show him. She excited, she calling out for me. That's my side bitch.
Yeah, what is it, the Gaffney? Is this the Gaffney song? Side bitch. So anyway,
I said like theme of the night is side bitches.
Yeah, side bitches, right?
McGruff the side bitch.
McGruff. It does sound like he sounds like McGruff the crime dog, doesn't he? Yeah. Like, first of all, if she's willing to do all this shit like chop the hall and take the charge, she even do it all, and then she suck my dick, very profound there. Why would she be your side bitch? Shouldn't that be your main hoe? If she doesn't,
bitch.
Like if the side bitch is willing to do all
She
this,
should be her bitch.
yeah. Like what would the main hoe be willing to do? That's what I want to know. If the side bitch is willing to do all this, yeah. Anyway, this is the video of what happens at the casino, and he claims it's racist. Check this out.
I went to it, so show me it on these cameras. Show me it. Show me you flipping you're all done. Show me you flipping you. Look, I got money. I understand that. So you can't put your hoodie back on.
I got money.
I don't care you, but not me. Fuck you talking about. Find out who I am, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Google me.
Broke ass boy.
Find out.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, you're credible.
He says, Google me.
Fuck wrong with you. Find out who I am.
Google me, motherfucker. Google me. You know what the funny part about that is? When you Google him now, the first thing that's going to come up.
He followed us out.
Is going to be
We
Turtleboy.
walked past him and left.
Now watch this. Let's get to the good part. So these guys like, dude, just leave. And he won't stop talking.
Put your hands on me. You're coming to me. Dude. You're in my face. You're in my face. You're in my face. You're in my face. Now you're going. I'm not touching you guys. I'm trying to fight my vehicle.
He won't, like,
No,
dude.
excuse me. Don't touch my camera, sir. Excuse you. Excuse me. I'm just recording. I'm allowed to record. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, we're trying to get off your property.
Dude, just go down, buddy. Go down. He's like still resisting.
Yeah, he's like, no. My red chicks, my red sweatshirt match. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah, anyway. So typical shit.
What's his badge number? What you do?
What's
Like,
his
I'm gonna
bad
tell you
number?
right now, I'm a huge asshole. When I get drunk, I do dumb shit. But if I see like a security guard or anyone that's gonna like do anything to put me in jail, I'm like, just kidding, bye.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this guy wanted to get this. Obviously, helps his rap sales. Let's see. What the hell is these people are still fucking messaging me? Go away. Let's check out his page. Anthony Coleman, aka Starbucks. All right, with his
AKA Beetlejuice.
now
That
this guy.
dressed up grill.
He, as you can see, friend request has been sent. We've messaged him, asked him to come on live because he's been sharing the blog like nonstop, right? Like
Of course.
Like, yo, dog,
Of
I'm
course.
famous, son. And of course, he's got a kid. Of course, he's got a little crotch fruit there. Why wouldn't he? And what was that?
Let's call him.
Yeah, let's give him a call, shall we? Let's give him a buzz.
I'd have the ego to answer.
Ask
Well, why
him
is he-
if it hurt when Lil Wayne shit him out of his asshole.
I know. He really is like a bootleg fucking Lil Wayne, except less talented.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think that was possible to be less talented than Lil Wayne. I'll be so excited if he's not reachable. None of these assholes are reachable. How about the chick that posted the video? She's got to be.
I don't know if you can Facebook call someone on their Obama phone.
Yeah, right.
Call anyone.
Let me see. Yeah, call anyone. Let's call some people. Let's call some of his hood rat friends, shall we? Gotta call some people.
Where's his girlfriend? Call his girlfriend or
You mean
whoever
a
the
side
fuck that
bitch?
is.
His
His
side bitch?
side piece.
Yeah.
Call it side piece.
Yeah.
Rah, 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 rah,
You know, by the way,
side
of
piece.
course he's all like,
Rah,
yo, that's
rah.
racist. That's racist. Yeah.
Devo says Lil Wayne is sick. I kind of actually love Lil Wayne,
You do?
but that's because I live in the valley. I kind of have.
Because I put my hood out as a security.
Yeah.
Let me call it. Let's see. Stupid fuck. I would have been. Let's just go to his page here. Let me see.
Kenny says, "Why is the girl so loud?" Are you talking to me?
The girl? I think
No,
it means
the
the girl in
girl
the
in
video.
the video. Everything ain't about you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brett.
Yeah. Let's
Love
see.
ya.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So slavery's over now, he's saying. Let me see if I can find some good comments here. One of these hood boogers, right? By the way, all his friends were sharing it. Everyone's like, yo, he got called a hood booger. That's why I was like excited that he would actually come on the show. But, apparently he doesn't want to answer the phone. I think they mad. I think they mad. I'm fake famous. You have to laugh. Who take the time to do some corny shit like this? Let's call Shy Queena. This chick's name is Shy Queena. I shit you not.
Shaquina.
No, Shy.
That's my girl.
Shy. If you have an apostrophe in your name, your parents don't love you. I'm sorry to break it to you. All right? Your parents don't love you. Yo, Shy. What up, girl? Yo, Shy. What up, girl? Call her up.
But you about that?
Come on. I know, right?
Tina said, "I think he was talking to you. Your voice does come through louder than Uncle and Brett." Well, I'm deaf as shit.
Yeah.
Well, she yells a lot. That's why.
Yeah, let me see. Where are these people? Come on, guy. Some of these people, they're no fun when they don't answer the phone. They're no fun, right? Where's this guy? Come on.
Oh,
What? Answer the phone.
when are we
Vanessa.
going to get to up at 2.0?
You know,
oh,
yeah.
she is fun.
Yeah, you guys want to skip this one, going to the next one? We get the point here.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
All right.
Muppet.
No, that Muppet's not on the list this week. We didn't have time to get to it. All right. What's up?
Here, is that better?
Yeah, let's talk.
I will, Quinn.
All right, last 2 more stories to get to here, and then we're gonna be done. All right, this happened last week. This one, you guys see this one? The dad, Colonel Booth, who dropped his kids off at the daycare, right? And this is what he writes. This story goes viral. He's like, "Dear friends and fellow parents, don't send your children to Wachusett Children's Center located in Holden, blah, blah, blah. It's run by a woman who purchased the center. She's really mean, and she told my daughter, if you do not behave yourself, I will take off your shoes and socks and put you outside alone with no jacket on a 32-degree day." All right? Do you guys believe that story? Because everyone shared it.
First of all, there is not a slightest chance in hell that a teacher in Holden told the kid that.
No.
None.
No fucking way. Now, what would you do if
Not even a little.
if your kids came home, right, and they were like, "Mommy, the teacher said I had to go outside with no shoes on"? What would you say? What would you do?
I'd be in the car and I'd be after school.
Yeah, okay, and you'd do what?
Like if I thought that kid was being honest.
Yep.
Like I've had 5 kids. Those little fucking assholes lie their fucking teeth out.
Yep.
But if I thought, like, if the kid comes home with his shoes and his duffel bag type shit, no coat, and I thought for 1 second that a teacher made him go outside in 32 degrees and stand there with no shoes, you're going to be at the school, no?
Of course. Well, they did go to the school. They went to the school,
Yeah.
and they informed them, right, that like this was a misunderstanding and things were fine, right? Because we actually reached out to the woman and they told us this. Now, the next day, the father was still insistent that no, she was abused, this and that, and so they left and they didn't pay. I guess you have to give 2 weeks notice. It's in the contract, and the guy just didn't want to pay for the final 2 weeks. So they took him to small claims court, and the daycare won. And so he's posting this 6 months later because he just lost in court. And now he's like, I want everyone to know, don't go to this place. So he's trying to destroy this business, right? And
That's like bailing out as a tenant when you rent and not giving them notice and telling them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Same shit.
But after court, now it's a smear campaign.
Yes, that's
right?
all it is.
I didn't get my way, so let me bang my feet louder.
Yes, exactly. And it's just I can't stand when people destroy businesses like that using the power of Facebook. What I really can't stand are the mindless idiots that just go along with it. Yo, this dude Colonel is sharing a story on Facebook. I better warn all my friends. It's like the freaking pumpkin spice mafia effect. Everything on fucking Facebook is true. This woman, I'll tell you one thing, right? The 4-year-old, a lot of people, I don't want to talk shit about kids, right? But everybody and their mother who has had a fucking child at this school has said that girl causes a lot of problems. And that's fine. If a 4-year-old girl I'm not going to blame a 4-year-old kid for acting up, but just know your kid. Know that if your kid is the kid that causes trouble a lot and your kid comes home and tells you this story, maybe you shouldn't believe them. Maybe you shouldn't take what they're saying at face value. Maybe this is a misunderstanding. And that's exactly what it was. I guess the girl was being so loud that the teacher said, do we need to go outside? We're going to go outside if we have to use our outside voices. And the girl construes that as she's making me go outside in the cold and I have no shoes on right now because I threw them at someone.
Apparently, I have no shoes on right now and I can't use my inside voice either.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, Turtleboy ate my snake. Yeah, his name is Colonel. I swear to God. Now, I mean, he seems like a decent guy. Besides all this, I'm sure he's a fine father, and that's what people are saying. He's a good father. I'm like, I don't doubt that he's a good father, but it doesn't mean you get a free pass for trying to destroy a small business. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Get this kid out of me. Name him the Colonel. Give me my chicken.
yeah, man,
I don't give a fuck if that makes me racist.
Well,
Someone's name is the Colonel, son.
his older
Fuck you.
his older brother is
I have
lieutenant.
3 kids. I'd like to say that they're really decent kids, but I know when my kid is being an asshole.
Me too, man.
I mean, I think as a parent, as a decent parent, you could be like, my kid's kind of an asshole
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh yeah. Like
If my kid came home and said, "Oh, my teacher," I'd be like, "Nah, you're exaggerating because you're being a dick."
let me tell you
All
something.
right, so the first few times I got called into our son's school.
Yep.
I show up, Slayer t-shirt, jeans, Raiders hat.
Of
They're
course,
like,
of
oh,
course.
this motherfucker.
Standard.
And it's,
Glaring Slayer.
but no, it's Mr. Killoran. This is what happened. Da, da, da. As the year progressed and my kid kept acting like a fucking asshole, I get the call and it wasn't, excuse me, could I please speak to so-and-so's father? Or could I please speak to Mr. or Mrs. Killoran? It was, is Bret there?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you develop a relationship with, I don't know about anyone else, my kids sucked. And they always got in trouble, so I was always at the school.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. That was the kid you were talking about, the one other parents say always caused trouble.
Yeah.
My kid. That was my kid.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I have 3, and my girls are pretty awesome. But my son, if I get a phone call from the school, the second I see their number, I'm like, oh, it's him.
Oh God. What?
My daughters were great. My daughters were great. They hid their cuntiness in school. My sons, not so much. And so they'd always fuck up. And I'd get called in.
Yeah.
At one point, it was literally, hey, Bret, sorry to bug you. Could you please come down? Because this little cocksucker is at it again.
I have to say, though, when I was younger, I got pulled into, elementary, middle school, and high school. I got pulled into the office all the time because I was a little shit, and it got to the point where they didn't have to look up my mother's phone number. They just knew it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me tell you. So we got a birthday party tomorrow, right? We're going to see the kid. The kid whose birthday, his father's one of my best friends, but he knows too. She's the problem one, right? She's a great kid, but she's the one who's always starting shit, right? Like we had a birthday party at our house a while back, right? I hear all this chaos going on upstairs, right? I go up to my daughter's room, and there's his kid, and I go inside. I'm like, what's going on in here? And all the other kids point to her. It's like, she was doing this, she was doing that, and she looks at me and she goes, no, I wasn't. It's like, yes, you were. Yeah, I know what your jig is. And the dad knows this, right? And it's fine. Sometimes you just have to accept the fact that your kid starts shit. And that's not the end of the world because they're just a kid, right? But just own it. Don't blame it on the friggin' adults. That's the shit I hate. All right, last story. I don't think I've ever seen someone quite this terrible, right? At least usually when we profile people that are up to no good on Turtleboy, they're up to no good for a reason. They're doing a GoFundMe scam or some trying to shit that's trying to benefit themselves. This, I've never seen anything like this before. So you might have seen on the news a while back, this guy, Aaron DeBella from Peabody, 21-year-old veteran, dies on a booze cruise outside of Hull. All right. Now, granted, it was his own fault. He was asked to stop doing these kind of upside down push-ups near the railing. He did not, and he fell overboard. Now, this is the time of the year where the water's getting cold. You can only be in it for so long. So even though he drowned, even though he could swim, he ended up drowning. Now, he was in the water for like 10 minutes. What I find remarkable is nobody fucking jumped in, right? How can nobody jump in? What do you guys think?
This wasn't like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. If you jump, I jump. I'd be like, nah.
No. Now listen. So, in fairness, say someone jump in to go try to save them. Unless you're a Navy fucking diver with that on, you're gonna die too.
You think you're gonna die if you jump in the water?
As like the boat's moving, he falls out, you jump in.
Yeah.
There's a good chance you die too. Yeah.
No, I don't. What, really? I mean, is it that bad? I don't think you would die.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. Like your point was, if I'm dead set on saving someone, like I'm on a booze cruise, Maddie falls in, I'm jumping in.
Yes, me too.
If the security fag goes, goes, hey, no, wait. No one goes in the water. I'm going to punch him in the fucking mouth, and I'm jumping in.
Yep.
Like, I died too, but it is what the fuck it is.
Yeah, like
if you're dead set on trying to save someone, a security guard isn't going to stop you from doing that.
yes, exactly. That was what she said. Like, people wanted to, and we'll get to her in a minute, but right, like when I heard that, I'm like, what? And honestly, some people are blaming the boat. Obviously, this guy is most responsible because he did something he wasn't supposed to do. However, how the fuck are you going to have a booze cruise and like feed all these people all this liquor and not be prepared for something like this? Like, that's what I found remarkable, is that, like, I would think this happens more often than not on these fucking things, right? How do you not have like an immediate plan, like where
I
you
would think it's common.
right,
Right.
I think there's like a protocol for guys doing
the
push-ups
Navy does.
next to the railing.
The Navy has a protocol, you know, like they freaking blow their any ship that's nearby can immediately rush to his assistance, right? But they didn't do that, and I do blame them for that. And I hope, like I said, even though this kid is ultimately responsible for himself, I hope the family sues this company, because this whole thing to me is so incredibly dangerous, so incredibly dangerous.
100%.
Yeah. And I'm not like one of those guys that, like, you know, if you buy the coffee and you spill it and you get a burn, you know, the people that sue McDonald's, that lady that did that years ago, right? But this is just like a fucking recipe for death. Like, you're going to give all these people booze.
Yeah, a guy in the comments, Richard Bibber, said when he did one, they didn't even go over the safety rules.
Like, how is that possible? How can you get on a boat like that with all those people?
Well, I would think that the pep talk beforehand, like how we do the pre-call, just this stupid little fucking show.
Yeah.
You know, on something like that, I figured the cool thing was, all right, inevitably, when one of these drunk assholes goes overboard, this is the protocol.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, I've never been on a booze cruise, but isn't there some sort of like, I mean, you go to any bar, but legally they have to cut you off if you're that plastered. Is that not the same on a boat? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. You think that ever actually happens, though? You know how drunk you have to be cut off at a bar?
No.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of factors in why that happened.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he was overserved. I'm sure most people on that boat were overserved. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, whatever, though. So, anyway, this guy does this, and all of a sudden, this chick shows up. Her name is Shannon Brennan, right? She's originally from Hudson. She lives in Wilmington now. Right, look at, why are her eyes so far apart? That's what I want to know. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Anyway, this chick shows up, and all of a sudden she's like, she messages his good friend, and like, first of all, she's been like soaking this up. Like, I witnessed this, kind of just like wants to be a part of it. It seems like, you know, like tells people to come to like his candlelight vigil. She doesn't even know him, and then she messages him, and she's like, I have video. We can get these people. Like, I will testify. I have all these friends that want to testify. All this shit, all right? And she's like, starts sending videos, right? And she's like, I have a video here of him in the water. This is the video she sends. Yeah, that's it. She goes, I have video of them refusing to help. It's like, all I see is the kid bobbing up and down in the water, and that's it. And so, anyway, first, and I want to show you a video of what this booze cruise looks like on the deck. Just check how dangerous this is. Like, all these people, right? Wasted, right? On a boat, whatever. I mean, it looks like fun, granted, but at the end of the day, it's a recipe. I'm surprised more people don't fall down. So she messages them, and she's like, you know, friendship and all this thing, and I was a bartender. First of all, she says she was in the fucking Coast Guard. That's how she starts it out. I was in the Coast Guard. And then she says she works at Nesson, right?
But Nesson,
yeah. New England Sports Network, right? And they are the same ones, of course, who cover the Red Sox, right? And she's got pictures on her Instagram, right, of like her at a Nesson truck and being like, yo, I'm at work. Like, there she is. There she is right there. She goes, work life, #work life at the Boston Garden, right? Nesson. And so she's been pretending to work at Nesson for a long time now. And so she goes to him. She's like, I can get you tickets to the game, right? And we will honor you.
She doesn't actually work there?
No,
She
shocking.
doesn't actually work for them?
No. It was all a big thing, right?
No, not even a little.
Not even close, right? And she goes,
Yeah, I'm the fucking queen of England. I
Yeah.
just live in the Merrimack Valley.
yeah, right. She goes, I want to meet, and she's like, pick a game. She goes, I work for the Red Sox. We will have a moment of silence for your friend. We will raise money for him. I'm a production manager for Nesson. I talked to the boss this morning.
Come on the field.
Yeah, you'll come on the field and meet the players, she said. You'll meet the fucking players, right? Well, guess what? Towards the end, she started, not returning their messages, but she kept fucking with them. I'm so busy. I'm down in Foxborough at a Patriots event. I can't meet with you right now for the tickets. The mother flew people in from across the country for this event. Flew people in, right? And, yeah, guess what?
I fixed the nerve in my back.
Yeah, always had a fucking excuse not to meet. And guess what? She just started fucking ignoring them, right? I have no idea what her motivation is. Fucking none. What do you guys think about this? Because I still am baffled. Why the fuck would anybody do this to a grieving family? Just fuck with them.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Merrimack.
I think there's a percentage of people, and you'll probably, I think we've all noticed it at one point or another, where it's like something tragic happens, and all of a sudden the person that you sat next to in English class in 7th grade, you're best friends with when you're 32.
Yes.
And it's this bizarre sort of, I don't know if it's attention. I don't even know if they fucking realize it. I mean, clearly she's elaborated greatly on her false career, but I don't get it. I don't know why people find a way to think about themselves, but that's exactly what she did.
Yes. Now, what do you think, Brett?
It reminds me of, do you remember the 9/11 broad? They did documentaries on her afterwards.
No, I don't.
Where she started a victims advocate group, and it's this big fat blonde broad, and she did all this shit and all these interviews and stuff, and it turns out she wasn't there.
Wasn't even there. Yes, I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Actually, you know who did this? Kevin Cullen.
People that feel the need.
Kevin Cullen did this at the Boston Globe. Remember he said he was at the Boston Marathon bombing? Yeah, same shit.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
But this is even more.
See, now, with him, it's on a professional level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's trying to do that
He's
not that
benefiting.
it makes it better.
He's benefiting.
I'm just saying that there's an end game.
He benefits. He gets
People
a Pulitzer.
Like that 9/11 broad, it's like, wait, this has to be about me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry for what happened to you, but look at me.
We're going to make this about me.
Yeah. So,
that's insane.
Yeah. Well, guess
You're
what?
using people's misery for an attention-seeking device.
Yeah. And guess what? Shockingly,
That's insane.
we find out she's done this before. This is what she writes. She also had a $2,000 check waiting for me. From what? A wedding she supposedly needed me to cover, which she had made up. Fake email addresses for the bride, fake conversation, all this shit, right? So, all this stuff, right? She's done this before. She pretended to be a fucking DJ, right? And, collected she said she had a $2,000 check waiting for her. There was no fucking wedding, right? She's acting like she's sometimes, she just likes to fucking feel important. I've never seen anything like this.
Someone said, Munchausen, Munchausen by proxy is just, it's attention seeking for yourself on someone else's hindrances.
Yeah.
So, essentially it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Check out this guy's feed. This guy, Ryan Nichols, posted it. And it turned into one of those, raise your hand if you've been victimized by Regina George things, right? Everybody is coming out of the woodwork. It's yo, that bitch fucking did this. That bitch did this. Go read it, right? She burned me for $300 on a limo on a night out. I'm not, everybody just fucking ripping into her. Yo, she did this to me. She did this to me. It's fucking wild. It's absolutely wild. All right. And so, yeah, it's quite the read. So, by the way, I love this picture.
She gets off on it. It's I wonder if she does it strategically, or if she's just so fucking far gone that.
No. I think honestly that's why, when she's PMing that guy, she's sitting by herself, probably a cat or two around the apartment.
Oh yes.
and more than likely flicking her bean at the fucking attention she's getting. Because you remember that poor guys fucking comment back to her were, thank you so much.
Yes,
you are
thank you
an
so much.
angel.
That's,
Thank you.
that's what it is.
Can't wait to meet you.
That's what it was. She got off on
that admiration, that, oh, yes, you see how great I am, too.
Yes.
Yes!
She just wanted to be told that. And by the way, she's
patting herself on her own back via her vagina.
Yes, exactly.
She's patted with a fucking spiked bat. That's the fuck she needs to be patted with.
Oh, yeah. Like, of course, she's like, you know, a hooker.
And see, that's my thing. Like, she's looking for sympathy. Like, this person lost a loved one.
No
she's
shit.
looking for sympathy for her.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. So, if you're looking for sympathy for this case, you better hit up CVS and get one of them fucking greeting cards with the puppies on it and shit.
Yeah.
Because I ain't the fuck one, you cunt.
Yeah.
You didn't lose dick.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a baby.
These people want a loved one.
Yeah.
And you're capitalizing on it.
Yeah.
Go suck a fat baby's nuts. Die in a hole, you cunt. Fuck you.
I love it. I love it. All right. So
This is why I love you, Bret.
I know, right? Let's head to the little Ask Turtle Boy segment to wrap up the show. It's been a good show and all. I said it'd be an hour. Of course, it's an hour and a half because we ranted about Gaffney for so long, but that was fine. It was therapeutic. I'm glad we got that out of our system. Anything you guys want to ask us in the comments, go for it now. That includes Uncle Turtle Boy, Merrimack, or Bret the Killoran. Let us know. Ask away if you want. What's
We're
up?
going to probably keep going on the TBS After Party page if anyone wants
Oh, yeah.
to
Follow
but
the TBS After Party page. They'll be doing that while I'm watching Notre Dame football. Let's see. Book update. Yeah. So it's taking longer than I thought, Jason, right? Like, I'm still working. I'm almost fucking done with it, right? Almost fucking done. All right. I would say another week and a half, hopefully, because I just got a little bit more to fucking, I gotta read it all, edit it all. I promise it'll be done shortly. Okay. The book's going to be fucking awesome. You're going to want it. All right. You're going to want to read it. It's going to be fucking best book you've ever read.
That's awesome. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I think with the book, I'm going to petition to do the Audible book, and
Yes.
I'll read Uncle Turtle's book.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anyone wants that, let us know.
If you do an Audible, I can only listen to it. Apparently,
Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Do it all day.
Yeah. Ken McKay asks, do you have any backup accounts? No, I mean, I got, yeah. Where do I start? Clarence, Terrence Colley, Philip Prentice. Luckily, this one's not going to go anywhere for a while. This one's never been suspended before, so if it does get suspended, it would only be 24 hours the first time, so we're good for a while.
I
right.
love that you had the Philip Prentice page for like 2 weeks, and you friend requested me, and finally you were like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's you."
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know who you are anymore.
Question: do you have any backup pages?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a slight
First of all,
no in.
this is my favorite.
In your Facebook search, just Bret K, and see how many people come up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I can't even tag you and stuff. Sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Lindsay,
see that shit 8 days later because someone put the wrong Bret or Bretton.
I just text you. Yeah. Are you going to do more of the man on the street stuff like you did this past week about Kavanaugh? That was awesome. I'm glad you guys like that.
Yeah.
If you guys like that, let me know. I'll do that more often. I'll try to do like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll see what happens.
I loved that. That was great.
I had fun
I
doing
thought
it.
that was awesome.
I definitely had fun doing it. A lot of people didn't read it, believe it or not. That blog didn't get very many views. I was kind of surprised. But if you guys liked it, that's all I really care about.
What about a freestyle for old time's sake?
No. Maybe next week. Maybe next week I'll bring it back.
Really freestyle.
Yeah, maybe I'll bring it back next week.
It's time for that.
Yeah, I need to they're not really freestyles. I cheat. I write shit down. All right. Yeah, did Leo Genduso get a job? Yeah, she was giving me fucking lap dances at Sweaty Betty's. Let me see.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What's TT Hill been up to?
Oh, Sarai Rivera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dying slowly.
She's like running fucking basically Worcester now that without the Gaffneys has turned into like a fucking communist paradise. And like these people are just running wild, doing crazy shit, whining about hate speech. I don't even fucking pay attention.
It's funny because like I'm up here in the valley where, you know, like everything's exploding and the cops are ridiculous and the mayors suck. But like, I almost miss the shadow of the 501.
I know, right? Yeah. I definitely miss Worcester politics, but we'll bring it back sometime. Any other questions?
She's getting more work under her belt, but she still isn't like cleaning up her sidewalks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, or a fucking building that's like falling down there. Oh yeah, Soraya Rivera, she's great. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Any other questions? Why do you hate Lil Wayne? Because I'm in my 30s. Because I'm in my 30s. That's why. Lil Wayne.
I'm in my 30s, and I love Lil Wayne.
Because Lil Wayne and Drake, every single song that Lil Wayne and Drake, whatever, I can't even get them confused. I get them confused. Right. This is how it always goes.
I was talking in my car and I'm really going fast and I like it in my hose.
And then they sing, they're like, and I'm so sorry. And I'm walking in my, like, this is so terrible. I listen to rap music.
I'm such an asshole because my 11-year-old the other day, I was like, is this Lil Wayne? She goes, Mom, this is Drake.
It's all the same shit.
Lil Wayne after like 8 years ago doesn't exist to me anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Like everything is the same. Like rap music, and I hate to sound like an old fogey. Rap music back in my day was the fucking bomb, right? Like you could play a song. You could, as soon as you heard like Gin and Juice come on at the party, everybody, oh shit, motherfucker, we about to break shit down. Or even like 50 Cent was good. Even later on in rap, Dr. Dre, Snoop. It was all fucking awesome.
You
like
young motherfuckers.
Right. Oh yeah, but you know what I mean.
Like Grandmaster Flash.
And then all of a sudden,
fuck you cunt.
And then Lil Wayne came around and ruined rap. Ruined it.
Me. Even Wu-Tang Clan, son.
Wu-Tang Clan's great, but Wu-Tang Clan is almost like Wu-Tang Clan isn't party music. Wu-Tang Clan is for people that actually like rap, right? It's actual real rap music.
I mean.
Like I'm talking.
Red Math Band were awesome.
They were.
Lil Wayne died out for me when she interviewed Barbara Walters, which was amazing.
Yeah, like, you know who wasn't bad? Lil Wayne wasn't bad when I was in high school. That was when Lil Wayne was good. Yo, you's a fine ass mother. Why don't you back that ass up? That's Lil Wayne in Juvenile, right? That's
Juvenile.
Yeah, but Lil Wayne's in that too. That's how Lil Wayne got to start. He was the one that goes, yo, back, drop it like a hot. Right, but then all like Lil Wayne was a big nigga ball right there, right? Yeah, like that was fine. We used to love that shit.
We just got Bret to drop some rap lyrics. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, like
fuck, I'll drop shit.
Yeah, like I love that shit. But then all of a sudden, Lil Wayne became like Lil Wayne was fine as like a side piece, like as Juvenile's side bitch, right? He was fine in that role. Yeah. But he can't be the main fucking guy.
He got famous and took a bunch of Xanax.
Yeah, it's like
all fucking weird.
Wind down, Sports Side Piece Podcast.
Yeah, I'm a rap like this in my song, and I'm gonna do the raps.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't even like any of you motherfuckers anyway, but I'm gonna keep rapping because that's how we do. Like,
what I want to know is what do we dance to? What do we dance? Yeah, when do you dance? Where's the fun part? Rap music has to be fun. It has to be like you have to. The second you were like, let me fucking play. Let me play. Give you guys a tutorial in rap. Thank you for whoever asked this question. Right? Jen, like I'm picking Jen. Pick any fucking Dr. Dre song. Right? Any fucking Dr. Dre.
I have a question.
What?
What does Uncle Turtle feel about the Sharks on Cape Cod?
You know how? Oh, come on. You can't ask a question like that. You know exactly how I feel.
It's fucking real, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kidding.
Yeah.
Use the paper chaser. You got your black on fire.
Yeah.
DJ Shark.
Right. This isn't a right song. Wait, what the hell is this song? Nothing but. There's nothing but a G thing. Come on. Wait. Yeah, this. As soon as you heard this song, right? As soon as you heard.
This whole thing.
Let me play this part. As soon as you heard that whatever that sound is that Dr. Dre makes. As soon as you heard this, the whole party, the whole fucking room, everybody goes, oh shit, all the white people. We all go, oh shit, and everybody starts fucking dancing. It gets festive. Shit gets fucking fun. and then you listen to Lil Wayne. Let's find some Lil Wayne. Okay, that's fun music right there. Let's find Lil Wayne. I don't even know what the hell he makes.
This was bodies where I sold all you crackers weed.
Yeah, let me find. What,
Those bodies.
or how about this?
Here's a pinch
Or Drake.
and fucking stems.
What's,
$20.
what's even worse than him is Drake. All right, let me play. I've never heard of this. Let's listen to "Started from the Bottom." This is the fucking his big song.
No.
From the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah,
Now we're here.
yeah, started from the bottom. I bet you started from the bottom. Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Switch to Sprint today, and you can get the new iPhone 10
Come on, stupid commercials. Here we go.
I like that BLM says it's racist for white people to listen to rap.
I was trying to say you might be culturally appropriating some shit.
Just listen to this. Listen. This is party music?
I'ma talk just like this. I'ma talk, and I'm gonna talk like this. And it's gonna be a song, and you're gonna like the song, cause it's a good song. And you will dance to this song, cause you really like this song.
Like, where's the fun part? Where's the fucking fun part, people? Like, you heard that song. You heard Dr. Dre. Everyone's having a good time. This song's just,
yo, I'ma really rap like this for a
What
while.
about DMX?
It's not really.
DMX was great. Everybody fucking likes DMX.
DMX was awesome.
Yeah, shut a man, open up shop. Everybody fucking likes that, right? But what the hell is this? Yo,
I'ma rap like this.
yeah, I'ma rap. Yeah. Oh, good God. They just fucking rap in the same monotone voice for 5 minutes. How? Where's the?
Hey, guys.
Well, go ahead.
I gotta say,
Said next week, TurtleBoy gets sued by Drake.
Yeah, seriously. I know.
today was a good day.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Well, exactly. But that shit was awesome. Today was a good day. It was fucking awesome. All right. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, fuck Drake. Fuck Lil Wayne. I'm old school. I like real rappers.
That Turtle Boy is a pimp.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Ah,
All right. I'm bringing back the freestyle next week. It has to be done. All right. We're gonna call it a night, folks.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right, and we will see you all next week. All right, you two can stay with me for 1 minute. And this live show, watch, it never ends. It never fucking ends. It's gonna be one of these episodes.
I know.